I will let you do your intro. Sai, you like
1, 2, 3. All right. Welcome everybody to the GP4 OC DTM 2021 Dijon Grand Prix, the round 4 of this, championship, this prestigious championship that we all care. The name is Rens. I hope everybody's having a nice, fine evening, and probably who's going to be having a fine commentating evening is just right beside me, shoulder to shoulder. It's Blake. So what's up, Blake?
Good afternoon, everyone. This is the first time I said it yesterday. We're gonna race at Dijon, the first time on GP4C, and yeah, I can't wait for this race. So
I can't wait. I just can't wait. That's all it is. I want to see what kind of carnage and hopefully good overtakes because I've seen you can't pass. I've seen it from sim racing experience, but I just don't want anybody to like hit the ball. Because with heavy fuel loads, oh boy, you never want to you never want to do that. I think that's going to be kind of a melting point for some of the drivers. Remember, because most of these drivers have been used to Paul Ricard. They've been also, as if you go on like on the outside, it's okay. I'll just move like 5 miles and I'll be okay. But no, remember, this is like really tight. And the attendance figures for this race are pretty low, actually. You might have seen.
yeah, it's because they only have like one big grandstand and a couple like terrace seats, and that's about it, really.
Yeah, so you just pick up like your own chair, like a lawn, just like sit
Yeah.
pick up chair. And anyways, let's go on to the race starting grid. Let's see what exactly will transpire from this. Maxim Titkov took pole position. Actually in a really close battle in the top five. Most of the top five did improve, and if anyone who is new, Maxim Titkov did take his pole position, first pole position of the season, and remember, you get a point for pole position. Starting second is Rosita Martinez, continuing her current fine qualifying form. Adam Wolf third. Vilneller fourth, almost said Phil Bell or whatever. Jay McKenzie 5, so 3 former F1 drivers in the top 5, as you can see. Jared Fosbury in 6th, Bella Newberville in 7th, Xavier Wee in 8th, Daniel Adventure in 9th, Campana 10th, and I'll let you do. Oh, actually, I think I have to say. You can start, yeah. Come on, boy, come on, do it.
Thank you. Anyways, P11 is Miran Amshi, and P12 is Kyle Mortelli. P13 is Uta Mohammed. P14 is James Sturt. P15 is Michael Clark. P16 is Masters Twerk, and Hal Sahin in P17. Country Engineer Championship leader. He will be very under pressure in today's race. Victor Ibobo in P19. P20 is the American of Will Parrish. And then P21 is the Russian of Andrei Shazanov and Ricky Fakhrizadeh in P22.
The 62 lap race is gonna be a nice. I gotta say, remember, it's a pretty low lap, but remember, if there's rain, it's gonna feel like 2 hours. So better everybody, prepare for anything. Prepare drink, prepare burger. Just I don't know, they get a takeout or whatever. But yes, we'll move on to the weather. As I don't know if this is glitched out now. We'll move on to the night now, and it's dry, so don't. Okay, so everybody just cancel your takeout. It's not gonna be rain in this, so yes, everything is gonna be just fine. I gotta say, going into this race, I do want to see more overtaking. We've seen some respectful battles. We've seen some actually cool, actual cool and like smart moves. But most of the time, well, when it starts like going crazy, everybody starts to get crazy. It's like everybody like is hoping for a safety car that never will come in or happen, and everybody just starts taking a lot more risks. And as a driver yourself, have you ever taken more risks once you've seen someone head crash? So apparently we have a bit of a technical difficulty. I don't know if Blake heard that, but okay.
I'm still here.
Okay. Okay, so Maxim Titkov on pole. The 5 lights are gonna be out very, very soon. We're just gonna be zooming on him. 2, 3, 4, 5. and it's lights out for the Dijon Grand Prix of 2021. The first, well, other than Paul Ricard, Titkov leads the way, but it looks like Martinez has a better start on the outside. Can he get best? Could she get the better line on the outside and overtake Titkov with a wonderful maneuver? That's barely Titkov covers it off with an actually nice line there. Martinez now defending, I believe, some Wolf. Actually, Neil Fosbury has moved up a couple of places. Adventure has lost 2. Bobo is actually, I think, has lost 2 as well, and then Sazano is dropped down to 22nd. So the top 5 is kind of getting scrambled, and there's a lot of drivers now going a bit wide. Titkov leads the way currently. The top 5 has it actually changed? I can't actually see. Martinez still defending. Will Miller is pressuring her for that top 2 place, or that second place. I'm gonna say. Titkov actually look at his lead already. It's a solid lead. He's having a dream start to this race. I gotta say this could be a nice turnaround for him. Martinez is leading a train. I think she's on heavy fuel if I'm not mistaken. Neller's making a move now. I think Wolf will join in very soon. Could it be a free wide? Could it be a free wide moment? Oh no, he's gonna stay there. No, there's a couple of 2 wide moments there. Can he do it? No, Wolf is, I think, is going to think better. Martinez moving around, I think, trying to go door to door with Neller, but Neller overtakes her, and it's a nice, well done move.
At the back there, I saw Miriam Dempsey and Bella Newville going 3 wide into turn 1 at the back there.
Jesus Christ.
Jack Crosby, yeah.
Jesus, I mean, oh wow, and she actually she avoided a lot of contact there with a little bit of braking, but was there contact between Adventure and Mevchi? No, nice. That was close. We've seen this a few times this season. It looks like my heart is about to drop out of my mouth, jump out of my. It's not in my mouth. I'm not gonna spit it out, but yes, the top 10 is now kind of shuffled. I don't think anybody's really kept their original position besides Titkov. I can't really tell. Mevchi is not trying to hound. I believe it's Adventure. I think. It's Adventure. So So everybody, as you see, everybody's going to improve their lap as this series doesn't reward the fastest lap point. So there's no point of really trying for anything. But Wolf is now hounding Martinez. Martinez has had this weird tendency of just dropping off during the race. Can we see a move right here? And it looks like Mackenzie with F1 experience is not going to be frightened by what's ahead of him. I think he's actually going to thrive on this. Could he push Martinez? Could he do it? Wolf is about to go on the inside. Nice dusted move.
Yeah, indeed. Mackenzie's trying to hang it around the inside. But however, and then Martinez forcing the Porsche driver wide, and behind him, of course, we got overtaken by Campana. And also, I butchered that name, by the way. So
I know. I can't blame you. I can't blame you. You're gonna get hate mail every hour or every minute. Titkov he's running away with this. Martinez kind of helped him as we go through the rest of the grid. Tsatsoni, our championship leader, is in last place. So he's having a terrible start to this Grand Prix. I gotta say, just losing his championship advantage. Well, actually, wait. No, that's Sazano right in front of him. I think would it be Nell?
Sazano.
Sazano right in front of him. So it looks like these top drivers are not exactly that in situations in this championship currently. But who is adapting is Mackenzie. I gotta say, man, Martinez is not. And could we go into the inside and try to? No, it doesn't work. It doesn't simply work. Newer will also defending from. I believe she has a bit of more fuel factors in after his poor qualifying, is trying to make some moves, but it's not gonna come to fruition. And Mats Martinez losing 4 positions in just under 3 laps.
Yes, she's definitely got some heavy fuel. But that was a brilliant move by Zeba. We ran on the outside of the Mercedes. That was brilliant.
Jesus. Yeah, so so apparently we is on 2-stop from what we can hear in the paddock, just the mechanic yelling at us and just saying he's a 2-stop for whatever reason. So Titkov, is he on a no, he's not on a 2-stop. He's just on a 1-stop. So I gotta say that's some nice pace. Our top 5 currently is Titkov, Neller, Wolf, Mackenzie, and Xavier Wee. At this point, these F1 drivers should work together, but I think, as they know each other and they know the race car, they're going to try for all it's worth.
And there's Jay McKenzie just sailing past Animal in the Mercedes, not Mercedes, Audi, sorry. Just throwing it into turn one, and he instantly done it.
Nice. That is a solid move.
Miranesi absolutely just sent someone.
Oh,
wow,
I didn't actually see that. I don't know how you caught that.
Replay, he absolutely sent someone.
Okay, now we're started. But welcome to the start, everybody. No, let's go. Let's go. Exactly. Who did Mevchi just dive bomb? Okay,
wow.
No, it just was. Wait, that was Campana. No, I don't think it was a dive bomb. It just was a normal side-by-side move. So it's
that's called Drive to Survive. But yeah, I over-dramatized it as usual.
Nice job. I think you're going to get paid extra soon.
Yeah,
this is add this to your portfolio. As Saturnia is overtaking Parrish, so has Parrish made a mistake somewhere? Has he lost a lot of places? We need to see what exactly happened to him. Yeah, he has made a mistake. Actually, kind of couldn't get control of the car, and Saturnia with some nice instincts to. Actually, that's not a really common overtaking corner. From what I can see, that was a good move by him.
Yes, indeed.
Sturt trying to get on Campana's behind. Let's see. No, actually, okay. So we're gonna just go back to the top 5. Still can't figure out all the camera moves, but yes, Xavier V is now attacking Wolf. So it looks like we're gonna climb for some of the drivers. Just gonna be like they should just put a ladder in front of them and just imagine that they're climbing a lot of places. And that's Xavier V. Clarkless drive by him, and look at what he can do.
Yeah, and also I forgot to say that most people are on 2-stop strategies compared to everyone's 1-stop but you see drivers like Adam Wolf and Rosetta Martinez falling behind compared to everyone else like Miran Energy and Jay McKenzie just flying with the 2-stoppers.
Oh no, it's I try to not call attention to it at all. I try to really have it as unpredictable as as informed, but at the same time unpredictable. But Neller is trying to chase after Titkov, but it looks like McKenzie wants it more than I think Titkov. Not Neller, not Titkov. Yeah, so I'm making a bit of common mistake there. Mevchis are on the back of Jared Felsbury. The Brit against the Swede, side by side, nice camera angles right here, and we see absolutely no looking back, no looking on the left, and that's Mevchi. It could Fosbury doesn't hang it around. Sazanov sets the fastest lap of the race. There's a lot of moves still happening. Oh boy, that line right there is rubbered in. I think everybody should just go there. Don't try to go on the outside.
Yes, indeed. But speaking
of
the
who
outside,
does go outside, that's what Rifki Fakhrussein. And he does go on the outside. Okay, so for the first turn, don't go on the outside.
And then
yeah.
On the outside.
And that's the thing. So she had to slow down. Yeah. So she had to slow down. Remember, she had to slow down to not lose the car or understeer completely. Because that's the thing. She has no grip. That's it. The grip is lost, and she needed to reclaim her grip level there. James Sturt, the guy who looked like he was gonna be in preseason testing, one of the drivers, actually delayed preseason. No, not delayed. He prolonged preseason testing by doing this weird thing of just going out on track. So that I think he owes a lot to the host. But actually, Sturt before the first turn is already ahead. That's a nice move, I think, and that's McKenzie overtaking Neller. What do you think of this move?
Yeah, that's an easy move for Jay McKenzie. Just gets the slipstream, pulls it to the inside. Neller's trying to defend, and that's a very easy move by Jay McKenzie.
It does look like drivers are now setting up moves way before, so it's not like they're not going for late braking moves. They're just going for absolute pure slipstream now. So they have figured out something that we haven't. And as you see, there's a free wide moment. Sazanov, as we said, he did set the fastest lap in a lap ago, a few laps ago, and he's just side by side through these nice bends. I gotta say, would love to drive on this track myself, but I can't. I don't have the mods available in R Factor 2, I believe. I don't think it's on that
You
track.
you don't have the facilities for that, big man.
Huh? What?
You don't have the facilities for that, big man.
Okay. All right. Let's adventure locking up a bit.
That was looking for Daniel Venture. Ibo is definitely
Ibobo. That's Ibobo. Yes. Yes. Ibobo. Yes. I don't know like what Ibo.
My own countryman's. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
No. It's sometimes a hassle. Hamid is gonna take P9 for now. I don't think anyone other than Titkov. I'm gonna say this again. Other than Titkov has not held their own position. It's and a victory. Bobo goes on inside of Daniel Venture. Sahin. Yesterday he had a bit of a weird like qualifying session where he couldn't actually like make any kind of inroads into his lap times or pace, and now he's making up moves and entered P14.
I'm still alive, and also I think Jay McKenzie could catch Tiktov if he tries. Well, unless he's not playing League of Legends whilst he's driving, of course. Well.
We do need to see the time difference. So he has gone like a tenth faster than Titkov. So Titkov is not going to have a comfortable race at this very rate, and that's Mevchi. Mevchi and Wolf. I thought they were teammates before, and they've had a few coming together. I think that was in Red Bull Ring, and I think it was I think it was someone else. But yes, but no coming together is at this stage. Nice and easy move. Oh, Wolf is gonna try to go. Oh wow, Wolf with a nice like a little bit of fake. Said I'm gonna give give that turn for you, but I'm gonna go on the inside. But it didn't work out as we see a couple of moves down the road. I can't really exactly tell who it was. I think it was Sturt. It actually was Adventure and Sazonov. So Sazonov up to P15. So it's an Adventure again having a bit of mistakes. I gotta say, if you were, if you didn't know this track, would you push your tires this much?
I mean, maybe you can push the tires all you want, but it's a pretty short track. You can push the tires a lot, but don't push them too much, otherwise you're easily gonna get overtaken.
Oh, I gotta say, that's the thing. As a driver, I would love to smell the burning rubber in front of me, because that is a tell that someone is just destroying the tires or has locked up. Hamid on Jared Fosbury. Looks like Hamid is improving his actual lap time as we speak, but I think he's gonna make. I think it's gonna be a solid, easy move for the last points paying position, which probably will obviously change quite a lot. Could he get the move done? I think he does. Fosbury falls down to P9. Bobo overtakes Martinez. Martinez with a shocking race. I can't tell. My Campana is trying to hold it on the inside. I think I can't tell them apart. That's Sahin. Yeah, Sahin. These all look the same to me for whatever reason. I'm bad at puzzles. V on the face. Actually, who's seeing in front of me is obviously Will Neller. Now he hasn't been on the podium. He has had some, I think, points. Yeah, he's had some points, I think. But yeah, he's never actually been in this exact spot. So he could overtake Neller, but where does the pressure mount? Yeah, it looks like he's confident enough to get the move on Neller. Neller has some nice straight line speed. With that Rosberg Audi versus. I think it was a Mercedes. Mercedes. So the Mercedes still hanging on the outside even before the turn. So yeah. So he now with Martinez trying to get some kind of an itch to fight back, but it's just like, no, it's not gonna come. It's not gonna come to fruition. She's gonna just fall down the water as newer will. Let's see what exactly happened there.
His tires are gone.
Yeah, it's just I wouldn't want to be on the stars. We haven't seen exactly.
Oh, Jesus!
No! That is just
That's a big one.
Is not right. That is a huge one. That's newer will out of this race, and you were the first one to actually see that. I'll let you analyze this. What exactly happened?
All right, get the replay. Fine. Wake up. Thank you. Okay, so Neuville tries to goes over that bump again, lost a little bit of control of the car, tried to correct the car, which she succeeds, but she didn't. Even though probably seen the Mercedes in the rear mirrors, she couldn't even control the car and then hits the Mercedes. Yeah, there's nothing that the car behind can do really.
No, I gotta say it wasn't. It wasn't like he could have slammed on the brakes. It wasn't like he didn't. She wasn't. She the car behind didn't hit. Like on the front. It was Neverwills, and that's Rifki Fackers, and our last race winner out of this race. And look, it just in Motorvik, a nice avoidance there as you see the Rifki Fackers and just spinning there. Oh my lord! Someone has hit debris there. Jesus, I wouldn't want to see that myself in these mirrors or any kind of mirror. Yeah, so that's Rifki Fakkerzane out of the race, and you're right actually. Nothing could have been done. Maybe should have taken precaution. I just don't know. I really don't know.
I think the reveal hit a bump, and then there's nothing she can do because she tried to correct the car through a fast corner where there's loads of cars behind there. Locks up. Yeah, there's nothing she can do either.
And she's still hitting Fakkerzane, so just add just a lot of salt to the wound as she's just driving off. That sucks. That's 2 cars out on lap 12. We've seen like in turn 1, we've seen a bit, like it was like an appetizer. But yes, so that's Newerville is still going. Where's she going?
She's riding the sausage scales, trying to reach to the marshal post right next to her. Wait, why is she still going?
No, I think she just doesn't know where the one of these like little like areas where you can just put the car in. Yeah. So Martinez try and get a fight. I think actually Sazonov overtook Martinez already. So that's Newerville. The cars are coming now. Titkov has been caught by McKenzie, and it slows down. As I actually predicted this yesterday, that the cars will slow down quite a lot. So it was lucky that Newerville wasn't like in the middle of the track. Otherwise, it would have been an accordion effect.
It would have been an absolute disaster. But thankfully the marshals are here on the track. But here comes Jay McKenzie, who was absolutely powering the back of the Russian on Maxim Titkov, who, with the exception of Jay McKenzie, could easily get past Maxim Titkov, and yes, he does. Jay McKenzie gets on with it and puts the power down, and if, I think he will ever look back, and he takes the lead on the French Dijon GP. But Maxim Titkov trying to fight back, trying to do it already on new, but doesn't work.
No, doesn't come to fruition. Hamid is continuing his barrage and has overtaken Wolf nicely there. Moratelli in 9th, I think. No, Martinez. No, Sazonov, I think he has some pace. As we saw, Martinez actually, we didn't see Sazonov right in front of her. So I think Sazonov really has some solid pace to still look out for that guy, I gotta say. I can't exactly hear Blake, if you can just come closer to the microphone.
I'm still here.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. So Titkov's 13 lap lead. Well, it's just washed. It's completely gone. So Mackenzie's over, new race leader. Yeah, that's a bit. As a driver, I've lost leads. I'm gonna admit that, but that's it's not gonna sting if you can still get it back.
Okay. So here we go. This is a battle for the points between 3 people. Mortelli and, oh my god, almost 4 wide into turn.
Jesus Christ. A Bobo with a ballsy move to really use Wolf as like a wall, as a cushion. I gotta say, that was like, I hate to put them. That was like 1000 IQ move by Bobo. Look at this. He stays behind. He chooses his moment right there. Mortelli, Wolf is known that he's going to be on the outside, and Wolf just. I don't think. I gotta say, you have to look at the seat of Wolf after the race. It's going to be a bit brown and darkish color.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So that's Fosbury losing Yeah, he's no, is it like one move or two moves? I think no, that was only to Bobo. Wolf lost basically everything he he had for dinner today. Let's see. So Mackenzie is improving his lap time. It's not like he's gonna fall off immediately after overtaking someone. So he's on his personal best. Could he set the fastest lap time? And not like really important, at this stage. But Mackenzie obviously with the I want to see the F1 drivers actually push these guys to the limit, and Mackenzie does set the fastest lap. I'm a marvelous genius. Ibobo on Moratelli there for the last points paying position. I'm going to say that many times in this broadcast. And it's a free wide move, and it's Sahin oh Jesus Christ! And I gotta say that's nice. That's actually the best you could do. Hang on that inside turn. If it's like any more on the outside, it would have been bad. So Sahin up to P10. I think he has gained how many positions? He apparently has lost. Okay, no. Okay, so Jesus, like look, Wolf. I gotta say, Wolf. He had a solid qualifying, but now I think he's just after that Ibobo move, he doesn't know whether to be actually solid racing on his part though, on Wolf's part.
It's all because wait, let me check the fuel load of Wolf, because
I think it's a bit heavy. It's heavy. It is heavy. So he's on one stop, I believe. No one is actually choosing for a free stop, which is interesting. Remember, the track is not rubbered in, so I gotta say, if I was like in the lead, what I've seen in the back, maybe if the top up, I would not really choose anything less than one stop. One stop is just sucks. One stop is just that you're dead. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, also true that. Yeah, that's how GP4 sometimes works. But as we see, Sazonov, the driver, is in second. Yeah, I think he's in second place in championship, I believe. So he can't exactly do what Ibobo did. Laps earlier, Campana has overtaken Martinez. So Sazonov. Okay, no one's actually not making a move. Can Sazonov go on the outside of Wolf? No, he's just looking. He's just biding his time. I gotta say, have you ever actually felt fear when you see someone like looking like going offline, but they're still faster than you?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. It's a bit of a weird feeling because you don't have the pace and they can overtake you basically anywhere around this track if they really wanted to. But now I think Sazonov, I gotta say, Wolf is a bit lucky. He has a slipstream right in front of him, so Sazonov can't exactly like slingshot, as we were seeing, like shake and bake for those American fans out there. But he could stay behind Fosbury as he does. Could he go on the outside and Fosbury moves a little bit to the inside? No, onto Wolf. Sazonov. No, he's gonna bide his time again. He going on the inside. Could he overtake Fosbury? Could he actually get some traction? Yes, he does. And Fosbury, no grip there. Absolutely no grip.
Yeah. Yeah, and also a couple laps time, Jay McKenzie and the other little few runners will hit for the first pit stop. Well, compared to everyone else.
I actually don't know how really the speed. What is the speed limit on the pit lane of the airflow? So it's gonna be 800 miles an hour. So that's gonna.
you mean 80 kilometers per hour?
No, 80 kilometers. No, 800 miles per hour. Maybe in some planets. I've been playing too much. No.
Are we just gonna go back to the no speed limit back from the 1990s, man?
Oh, I'd prefer. I must say, I'd absolutely prefer. But Sazonov has absolutely no speed limit needed to overtake Wolf right there, and he's gonna move up to P11. So solid comeback race for him. I am gonna say he's gonna be on the podium. That's my prediction. What's your prediction? For any driver.
Any driver. Obviously, if I go with my biased, stuff, I will not. If I would go with Oshie, but I think I'll say, if it's I have to be Mackenzie or Will Miller.
Yeah, true. That's the thing. Actually, what I've noticed, these cars look like really low. Like the bodywork does look really low. They go for this elevation change. Basically some of the bodywork does fall off in the race, it does take a bit of a beating. Really, it's like so the ride height has to be a bit higher in theory. So you have to be aware. As Xavier V is now closing in on Titkov, so Xavier V could possibly challenge Mackenzie at this pace, or actually equal his pace. Neller in P4, having a solid race for now. All the drivers who have had a start, and I think it was Sazonov and Campana, and Sazonov will be the first one to pit as Turvik, as the fourth place guy in the championship, overtakes Campana. So looks like Turvik has had his race night. But it's the thing, none of the drivers are currently managing their race. It's all to the line, basically. It's all to the line. There's no one really other than maybe like Wolf or Martinez. I gotta say, no one's really managing their race. It's balls out, basically.
Yes, indeed. Yes, and Saberwee is definitely catching a TikTok, but Saberwee is just using all his tires and getting lost ground a little bit.
Not a lot, as there's not a lot of time to really exactly make up. You can't, just
okay.
cut.
Saberwee's boxing the slap. Saberwee's boxing the slap as well.
No, that's Sazonov. That's Sazonov, I think.
No. What I saw on the top right was Saberwee's going to box this lap.
I thought right now is Sazonov. Okay, so Sazonov does pit, so he has at least made some ground. There's some positivity. So are they going to stick to the same strategy? Yes, they are. They're not going to go to the end. They realize they've seen the results. They've seen the data. Go on, son. Do it.
Right. I think Jay McKenzie could be going in, and yes.
True. Yep. Yes, he is also. So that's the thing. Now traffic is going to come into play. You thought the Newberville crash was going to be a pain. Now a lot of traffic is going to play into parts, so we might see some ridiculous. Titkov moves back into the lead now. For now, I mean he might pit very soon as well. Mackenzie makes it through the pit lane entry just nice, and it's really, I gotta say, it's quite tight. I wouldn't want to be there at all. Jesus, these cars. Oh boy.
Turvik cannot box because his pit box is busy.
Mackenzie, and obviously we couldn't see how much is he fueled to with adventure overtaken by Mateusz Turvik. So now Mackenzie comes out in 18th place. No one really to undercut him because no one really pitted before. Maybe if we pitted before Mackenzie, maybe we could have had a chance. I think that's a bit of a mistake on some of the strategists there.
Yeah. Nobody else is boxing for now because Sazonov and Mackenzie and Lee has gone for all undercut strategy. It could either work either way.
Yeah, I gotta say, it looked like Fosbury is attacking Wolf. Is Sazonov does he have no one behind him? Does he have anybody behind him?
He has nobody behind him. He's just
okay. No, just if he's if he's making some he's getting lapped or whatever. Fosbury and Wolf again having a nice battle there. And so apparently these guys. Actually, no. Wolf actually goes a bit wide, and he's gonna sacrifice his line into the corner. He's struggling massively now. Oh boy, he should pit. Even I gotta say, even if it's heavy fuel, I would pit because he's not enjoying these tires, and I'm not enjoying to see him struggle. So it's like a win-win for both of us if he just pits.
Yeah.
The French flag waves proudly, and not the white flag. Oh boy, so that's nice. To get that dig into the French people there. Martinez, I gotta say, nothing is gonna be done to her. And look at how much he's already losing onto the last turn. I think Parrish, could he have a move? Could he actually get a bit of a slipstream? No, I think it's not enough. It's not in range. It's not. These cars are actually capable of. Is Martinez going to defend? For any silly reasons.
I repeat, FG is in range of Will Neller.
What?
Will Neller is being catched by Mir and FG. Last time we look at the gap.
Oh, true. Okay, so apparently, oh boy, that's not that is not nice. Okay, so Mevchi is now. Okay, I thought Newer. You said Newerville is catching Newer. I was like, what? Actually, I thought you said Newerville is like arranged with Never. I was
Really?
like, yeah, you just said some weird shit there. But
Hey,
yes, excuse me there.
you got the wrong side about. Thank you.
All right, Mevchi on Neller. It's not going to be enough. That's I think that's James Sturt. So James Sturt is going to at least challenge the top provisional. Well, actually no. If we remove me and Mackenzie, well, actually no. Sturt I think could go. I think he's going to go for a nice overcut. Let's see how much fuel does Sturt have actually. Does he have? Okay, he has actually less fuel than the guy in front of him, which is Mevchi. Parrish, a bit of a weird race for him. He had a bit of a mistake, and now he's just coming back at everybody. He was in a bit of that in that train, there. Wolf is now gonna fall into the claws of Mateusz Tervik.
Yes, indeed, because Alan Wolf is definitely not having a good time on these tires whatsoever.
No, I think it's like he's actually driving on intermediates. That's basically. There's just no way.
How they just done a Ferrari strategy then? Because
Yes, exactly. And as we see look at the bumps. Look at how much these drivers have to struggle in the straight to keep the car just in position really.
yeah.
Titka will pit in 4 or 5 laps somewhere on those parts. Mateusz Tervik is gonna just a nice easy overtake. Gonna go in front of Wolf. Doesn't even give him a chance to look into the T1. Sahin is gonna pit this time.
Bobo is in the pits as well. I presume Epstein is going to come in.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I actually I try not to pay attention until the.
Let's have a look at the
Let's
source.
see. Yeah. Let's see if Mevchi. Okay. Apparently it's not working. Okay. I don't know what you asked for Mevchi's. You see, he's gonna pit now. Flo's not abiding us. I don't know what's going on. Right there, is Mevchi gonna pit? Okay, so it's a Bobo coming into the pits. In that tight end lane. And no, actually, no one got slowed down. Yeah, no one actually did got. I've not noticed anyone slowing down.
Yeah, I made up the source. God damn it! Why do I always have to drive at high speeds every single time? Why do I have to?
No, it's like as I said, the pebble falls from the sky when it's not thrown. So let's see.
Yeah.
Vibobo in 16th place is going to lose a bunch of positions, as we know. Mackenzie, everybody, not the Nintendo we. Bobo is coming out. I think it's going to be in 18th place. So there's someone else in the pits, which was who was exactly Sahin? Yeah, Sahin. So now that Sahin has kind of a bit of a clear track, and we saw his pace, he could probably. I think they're on equal field with he's on equal field with Bobo. I think he's going to tag Bobo also very soon. Oh my lord! And there's a bit of traffic right there. It's like a traffic jam.
There's be a large queue going into the Texas shopping center, which is the Dijon.
Yeah. I gotta say, I wouldn't want. I gotta say, I would have. I don't know how Hamid didn't ram anyone. That was some smart driving by him. He lost a few seconds, obviously, and that's going to prove costly. Because remember, this is a short track. Time really matters. That's it hurts. And Neller is fueled by the Ferrari crew, of course. So it's how it is. It's okay. So Neller getting in front, I think, of the drivers who were attacking Mevchi. No, actually, Mevchi is still behind. So actually, 7.6, 8.1. Xavier is going to try to getting an overtake on Neville Neller out of the pits. It doesn't actually work. So wait, Wee was catching Mackenzie, So has Neller overcut? Yeah. Oh, wait. So basically, Neller has overcut Wee. So Wee's undercut didn't work.
Yeah. Yeah, because Mackenzie's undercut really worked.
Ooh, so that is I think We has just absolutely, so it was apparently the right call to stay, put him down. I think he would have actually lost a position to Merci, possibly. That could have been bad. As you see, more traffic jams, and apparently a two-wide moment between Turvik. Oh, no. Who was, I just saw a two-wide moment. Yeah, so it was Turvik just overtaking someone who was, well, actually, he lost the position because he had to slow down. So Wolf is really trying to push something just to get something out of this race, and that's, that's, I think that's the same move as Ibobo did to him a few like a dozen laps to go. I don't know. I can't keep count how many laps. But Mortelli pits, Fosbury pits. Who's gonna be next? And Neller. Okay, so V has actually gone in front of Neller, but Neller's gonna not retaliate, but just gonna trying to get a move. I think. Or was it also in the pits? No, V had just had a lot of pace. Where did he just found some pace? Apparently he got his tires warmed up faster than Neller.
Yeah, and easily over Mercedes.
I don't think it was exactly that easy. Neller had a good look still. It's like, I think Neller just decided. I think that was just Neller deciding to, yes, I'll get you next time, hopefully. Just like in those, not in quotation marks, but in brackets. Yes, and Titkov is gonna finally pit. He did retake the race lead from Mackenzie. And we have to see how many positions would he, theoretically kind of lose as the overcut. Apparently could work for some. And Turvik is on the side of Adam Wolf.
I think
is he gonna go?
Is Jay McKenzie.
Could we actually see? Is it going to be important? It's going to be really important for the race to lead. And Mackenzie comfortably. That's actually a nice comfortable. I gotta say, like a 5/10 or 2/10, it would have been like Titka coming right in front and slowing Mackenzie down, but yeah, it didn't actually happen. Ibobo on Sturt, so yeah, it looks like Sturt doesn't have enough pace, so it's Ibobo. Sahin on Sazonov, so Sahin and Sazonov having a bit of a battle. I don't think Sazonov was in front of Sahin way before, so it looks like Sahin's pace has dropped a bit. Maybe some traffic happens. As Hamid, I think he's either one that has just, he's gonna pit now. Adventure still has to pit. Turvik, Wolf, and Campana, and a few I think Martinez, of course. Yeah. So Clark. Oh, actually, we haven't really mentioned Clark a lot. So, so that's that. For better or worse. Yeah, we hadn't mentioned him that much. I gotta say, just like no one has actually brushed the wall, so everybody's like brushed each other kind of, but no one's really brushed the wall. So that's some nice driving by these DTM, solid drivers. I gotta say, 2021 lineup looks like it has a few kind of factions or just like parts of it. Neller actually got held up now by Hamid, and Neller has lost ground a bit. Oh boy, and actually V has completely disappeared. So V's undercut kind of sucking in the early stage, and now just has found a lot of pace. So that's nice.
It's because he warmed up the tires.
Yeah, that was a nice section. That was a nice one, but it does look like Titkov is about like 5 seconds or 4 seconds ahead of we. I can't actually tell. And there's a look at this traffic jam. It's like a Monday. As you see, Monday like train basically. It's like packed basically. Just want to go.
Yeah,
everybody's just going to work and.
Yeah, the motorways.
So let's see. Pits are gonna be busy. Is anybody gonna be held up? I gotta say, as a driver, I hate this so much because you can lose so many positions. But is anybody gonna held up? Adventure.
Yep.
Oh no.
Yep.
And there you go. Adventure has lost basically everything. That sucks. And as you see, there is a bit of moves going on. After everybody is pitted. So now the race is still quite close. Sazonov is on the good. That's a nice move. Good job by him. Let's see what exactly transpired to make this happen.
I think Ivo. Yeah, he will. Yeah, he's definitely hit a bump somewhere. That was gonna be my Sazonov.
Yeah, that's a solid move. I don't think I saw a Bobo making any kind. There wasn't any kind of. And Parrish actually is, I believe he's the last one. No, it's sorry. I can't tell. It's a bit weird. So Parrish is and Saturnia is apparently the last drivers to pit. I don't know actually. I just haven't looked at the standings. And today my head hurts quite a lot, as we saw in the general chat. Yes, and Titkov doesn't actually retake the lead. It's Mackenzie who is now just just going away. And actually, what's one thing we have seen? We haven't seen halfway through this race is any reliability retirements. So these cars, apparently, the suspension is working just fine.
Yeah, and also I bet Yuri will not be happy with this because his least favorite driver is in the lead at the moment.
Okay, I don't know the actual beef. I don't know the new drama between them, but yes, okay. All right, so that's quite news to me. If there's any kind of drama, so yeah. The top 5 currently, we're halfway through this race. Mostly it's Mackenzie. If we can get the cycle, please, below, I would love to do that. So it's Mackenzie, Titkov, Hamid, and Will Miller.
So has gained 13 positions. He's definitely on a mission.
He's a machine, man. He's a complete Russian machine, as we see it. And Sazonov is still his wheels are rolling. The speed is flourishing. Moratelli, I gotta say, Moratelli is always he's familiar in this position. So that's a solid switchback and just keeps the move, keeps the place nicely, nice and easy there. And Turvik on Fosbury, kind of on a really weird race for Fosbury, just not fighting for scraps basically. And Michael Clark in last. Okay, so he's been actually the one that I haven't, thankfully mentioned. But yes, Clark in last and hasn't caused an incident just yet. So, Sazano on the back of Moratelli. The driver in front of me is Mevchi, and as I predicted, I think he's going to be on the podium if he can catch Bill Neller and a few other drivers right in front of him. Hamid, yeah, Hamid. I think Hamid. No, Hamid. Does Hamid have to pit? No, he has actually pitted. So actually, Hamid out of nowhere is somehow challenging for top 5. So that's a nice race by him. Sazonov, he's going to learn from his mistake. Cover off Mortelli, doesn't give him any kind of slipstream early on. Mortelli did pick up the slipstream earlier in few laps, 1 lap ago. But now he learns from that. Turvik overtakes Parrish, and that's an easy done move on. Just cover off the first turn.
Michael Clark just doing Michael Clark things by saying more down the inside of Daniel Venture.
Yes, and halfway through the race, we've lost Newerville and Fakkersane. They did get into a bit of an incident. Newerville wanted to make the corner after, bit of a moment there, and just slammed into the side of Rifki Fakkersane, who was coming at full speed, racing speed. So yes, it was a bit of an unfortunate. They retired at the same time. Yes. So Mackenzie. It doesn't look like he's actually slowing down. He is in a zone. And this would be the first. Yeah, I think this would be the. Yeah. Yes, but still, he's faster than we. Remember, who we was catching Mackenzie. So, still, I think Mackenzie's pace is absolutely. I think it's rapid, even though it's on 5 laps. Fuel, or whatever. So Parrish making a move a bit. Okay, there's auction almost everywhere. I want to transition, a bit better to you, Blake. There, it's just there's always something coming up. The track. Yeah. So so no one has actually hit the barriers. No one has hit the wall, and I gotta say, I don't like to make these predictions. Who would be the most likely? And as Mortelli locks up.
Whoever goes
yes,
wide.
Yeah, someone just completely hits barriers.
I legit, and Sazonov is going to gain 16 places if he overtakes Mornella, as he's going to do now.
So that's basically guaranteed driver of the day if he does this. Neller is going to look for the inside, but no, I think. And now Neller is, I think now he is a bit frustrated. I think he was on a solid pace. If he could have kept V behind, I think he could have at least, got some better positions. So Turvik and Parrish having a scrap yet again. As I remember, these Pirelli tires are not the most reliable.
These are not Pirellis.
No, just say it. It's just wing the shit. Just wing this.
All right.
just don't know. Wing the shit. So these are, these tires are really unpredictable for some drivers. Some drivers just can last a lot longer if they push like hell, and they can. But it looks like Titkov is seeing someone in the mirrors who is pushing like a bullet, and that's Xavier V. Now Xavier V. Now it's like the series. It's the first race where Clark hasn't literally had any problems and hasn't had any like interaction with him. So we're seeing the actual pace. It looks like he has gotten Gremlin, which is Clark, out of the picture. Parrish seeing Turvik do another move, which is what he hates. He's gonna go inside of in Turvik. No, doesn't want the inside line, which is very odd. That's a bit of a weird question call from the. Judgment call from the American, and let's look at that. Xavier V nicely on the tail of Maxim Titkov there. Mackenzie has to pit, and I gotta say, I don't think he's gonna fall down to 17th. I think he's gonna be in 13th. What do you think?
I think Mackenzie needs to time his pit stop, right? But speaking of which, Zay will go into the top. Will be in the lead of the race, overtaking Maxim Titkov, but Tiktov's going to fight back into turn one. Tiktov's going to stick it down the inside, and yes, he is. This is going to be. This is a battle all over again. We've traveled back in time to 1979. Jesus, we're getting flashbacks.
Okay, so another dramatization there. So you should put some kind of a dollar in the coin dramatization coin jar there. Yep. So yes, that's Titkov. Not losing the lead. Remember, that's like the third lead change we've seen, and he's seriously. That's nice. That's a solid. He's really wants that win. He's always in the right place. Adventure making one Martinez slumpy race. Xavier V is gonna pit this lap. That was his only chance really to put like a stone, like a wall in front of him. But no, Titkov doesn't care at all. So that's good. That's actually solid. Now on heavy fuel, nonetheless. So Titkov is really on good pace right there.
Yeah. Here comes Xavier V into the pits.
Nicely avoiding those cones, as if you hit the cones in iRacing, you're basically a bastard. So don't ever do that. So let's see if Xavier V has a nice clean pit stop. No one to ruin his like Adventure has had, himself in this race, and he's fueled for 25 laps. So Mackenzie's already overtaken him. Yeah, Mackenzie's already kind of overtaken him.
We might have some problems in the short term, but in the long run it will work.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you're right. But there's a few drivers who are on really heavy fuel. So he's gonna have to like really battle everybody. That's the thing. He's gonna have to. So Sazonov is I predict him on a podium, is working his strategy quite well. The last of the two stoppers, apparently he's like the last airbender, but he's like the last fuel user or whatever. I can't make a pun right here. But Sazonov is gonna hit his marks, nice and smooth. And apparently just the replay completely decides to not give a shit. And Mackenzie on Campana should be an easy move. I gotta say, we have seen this so many times. It's just like I want to see, could a 4-wide be possible, Blake? Blake, are you there? Hello, Blake. Hello.
I'm alive.
Okay, you're dead.
I'm just still waiting for you to say something.
No. It's just like, yeah, it's just I was asking me. So Sazonov is kind of not that far behind we, and I think that's a bit of a like from what he's been through. That's like that's like seeing golden right in front of you, like absolutely like shining. Like that's serious, because we is kind of battling also for the podium. Remember that.
Yeah. Because they're gonna make these couple of laps count. But
But remember, these guys will struggle. I think, let's say lap 50, lap 57. These guys are gonna be praying to whatever tire god there is. Really, just
maybe at the Senna.
maybe I don't know, somewhere who where they just go on their knees and pray for the tires to work. Parrish really has had a weird race, I must say, but still in 11th place. I would have actually thought that he would have like the Clark race where he just falls behind, but he has actually kept his place. Nice, putting his feet to the ground. Titkov in the lead of this race. Let's see actually to Hamid. What am I saying? Again, my throat is a bit weird. Hamid is he catching him? I can't see if it's 5.3 or 5.8. I couldn't exactly see that. But Hamid with some solid pace. Trail as the trail continues on for all these drivers. Neller in third, Mepchi in fourth, and currently I think it's Mortelli in fifth.
He's currently leading a trail of cars.
Trail, yeah, basically.
Which might
basically
for Mackenzie.
Yeah, true. Mackenzie, again, Neller and Mackenzie will definitely have a kind of a nice scrap. I gotta say, it looked like in the beginning, it looked like they were respecting each other. So I just hope it doesn't turn sour, in the end. But I think I've seen them battle throughout the season. It's been pretty nice. I gotta say, I can't really blame. As I do want to go on board on Sahin and either Sahin or Bobo if we could. Let's see how their race has actually gone, and look at that 7th and 8th. So they were kind of having a battle. Sahin looked like he was actually the faster one, and Bobo kind of jumped him later on. So Bobo in 7th place, right there. Mackenzie making a mistake, and where is it? Oh, that was like a transition, so you could tell the corner name. Apparently, you didn't know.
And there goes Mirror Amshi. He's finally going to get some luck. He's going to put it beautifully into turn 1 and now into the podium places.
Solid job by the Swede there. Mackenzie just flying past Parrish. It's just Parrish is not going to fail. Look at that's a nice little nifty move by Mackenzie. He covered off. He didn't go completely left. He covered was in the middle, so Parrish doesn't actually he made it more trickier than he should have for Parrish. But that's some nice racing right there. Titkov has a 5.5 second lead, so it's coming down to Hamid a bit. So Titkov, he's either managing his tires or just losing pace.
Mortelli made a lock up down the hill, so.
That's I gotta say, it looked like rain spray basically. It looked like someone just threw a lot of rain out outside the window, or maybe it was like one of those window cleaners or whatever. Whatever it is, yeah. So James Sturt. Huh? What? What is it? Oh, it's yes, yeah. So James Sturt overtakes Mortelli quite nice. He's gonna go. Yeah, he's just. That's before the first turn. Didn't have to fight for it that much. He's gonna be trying to hound Will Neller there. Sturt, I really do. I do want to wish him. I want to wish him good race. He definitely has shown potential as Mortelli. Look at him, Mortelli. Kind of looking there. As it said, I'm not gonna be going away. Yeah, I'm gonna stay with you. Apparently, I think he's gonna use Sturt as a bit of a tug. As a bit of a toe, maybe to work against Neller, but we'll see later in the race.
Yeah. And then so kind of also just using James Sturt, and also but I think that was a massive lock up by the Mercedes driver in front of him. Is Mortelli. No, can even find a way. But Sturt is just using the Mercedes Will Nella and easily just gets past him.
Yeah, that's just like Neller. That's the thing. Once you defend, you use up more tires. That's the thing. I gotta say. Well, so maybe Neller is just thinking about the long run. Like I think I'm gonna give him out on. Give him an out on there. But yes, it doesn't look exactly likely that Neller is gonna be on the podium. Maybe fall out. Maybe fall out of the points. We'll see as the race goes on because Sahin and Ibobo have actual good pace. So Titkov is going to finish, and it's going to be about, I think it's going to be about 15, 16 laps to go till the end of the race. And for those who are new, we've seen so many position changes. I haven't kept track on, like, seriously. No driver has been in their original position. Maybe Neller, but I'm not sure. Moratelli overtakes Will Neller, so that's Will Neller out of the top 5.
Yeah. Yeah. But Mackenzie, stop playing League of Legends. Get a move on. You have fresher tyres, for goodness sake.
Maybe he has a third hand and it just I don't know. Maybe he's playing something else in League of Legends. Maybe he's playing the third game, Terraria or whatever. Terraria, our championship leader, fighting with another Polish guy or whatever. My voice is going for whatever reason. It's been quite tiring day, I'm sorry. But yes, it's Eternia. At this point, he's not gonna score any points at all. And if I was looking at the championship right now, I'll let you continue. Let's see.
Bobo is just gonna instantly gonna overtake. Is going to overtake the Mercedes driver Will Nella, so it's up into 7th place. So yeah, Will Nella's most likely going to drop out the points by the penultimate lap. So
two Polish front drivers fighting for whatever national pride they have to get ahead. It's a thing. It's like team rivalries, teammates. Say from the same country, you always have this push. Like, it's something always pushes you really, forward. Like, you don't have to be better rivals, but you still want to be the best one. We have a lot of, Pols, Turvik, Mackenzie, Adventure, Cernia. Jesus Christ, I think I'm forgetting one. it's seriously, it's like a Polish dominated sport at this point. If we get someone else who's Polish.
Yeah, you haven't even seen World Champ Car yet.
Oh, okay. I don't want to. I'm just gonna detest any other racing series. DTM is my baby. So, as Sturt has kind of pushed away from Mortelli, so Mortelli's plan to use Sturt as a bit of a tow. It hasn't worked out. The gap between Titka and Osman Hamid hasn't exactly. Yes. Yes.
And also, Flood said in the chat the 2-stop will not work because you will lose too much positions.
That's true. That is really, I gotta say, I thought the undercut would be a bit more powerful. It should be more powerful because it's new track and all that. But yeah, it's apparently data. Some teams have just gathered the wrong data for this race, and Titkov has absolutely nailed it. And Titkov, as I said, the gap is really just. Titkov is in a race management.
It's widely coming down between the two BMWs, but.
Yeah, it's like 1,000 of a second. If he was catching, let's say 4/10 a lap, I would be all for it. And I think that's Adventure with Fosbury. So I think this is. Fosbury and Adventure. So this is like basically lap 1. I think I remember Fosbury and Adventure having a bit of a tussle. So this is back to lap 1.
Continuation of it.
Yeah, it's like it's like a not even deja vu. That's a thing actually. I always think that something has happened before, and it really it's like deja vu, and it doesn't actually transpire. You know, like it never transpired. Like what are we talking about? Well, it just did, but no, it didn't happen. So, but we have probably evidence that this has happened a bit. Nice camera angles, right? We have a little bit of an onboard shot, like on the hood of the car, I think it was, or on the side of it, like near the mirror.
It's on the side of the hood.
Yeah, on the side of the hood. Titkov. I don't actually know what to talk about other than like the incoming threat from to Vilneller, or let's say Mevci and Sturt. That pace has actually kind of gotten down.
Hamid is just easier way little by little at Tiktov, but I don't think Hamid would catch Tiktov, to be honest, because Tiktov's a little bit too far ahead for the for him.
I would actually I would want to see where Mackenzie and Sazano are. The two. Actually, no. I think also no. Yeah, and also I want to see what have they actually done in this race. It doesn't look like they're free air, and they haven't really. Look at that. He's already losing a bit of time. So it's not been a good stint. I gotta say, this undercut is just apparently just bad. There's just nothing. Apparently the tires are lasting very well.
They legit just throwing their races away.
Exactly. It's just like it's been. It looks like someone just signed a contract and someone just ripped it right in front of them, and they just burned it, and just said, "Why did we just burn the contract?" And like, what? It was a sure win for us, and then we just that's it. That's basically what it was. And this so let's see. So Titkov hasn't scored any points this race, and I think he would be the first driver who would win from pole position. Yeah, so he would be the first, but I don't want to jinx it. The race is still, there's 10 laps to go, so it's obviously Titkov, Hamid, Mevci, Sturt, and Moratelli. Positions may change.
Zach is going to have a field day with Rondello in front as the Turkish driver pulls it out the slipstream to overtake the British driver into turn 1, and he's done the move. And around now.
Yeah, that was a solid move. So now Neller, it hasn't worked out. So now he has to work for that point. I gotta say, who is exactly behind him? I want to see. It's Adam Wolf. So, the guys who started in the top 5 are gonna. Actually, no, I think Adam Wolf is catching Neller. So I think Neller, is fine. I think he's fine. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's just fine. He's just gonna, cruise it. I think that was his plan all along. I don't think he checked his race pace, but yeah. I mean, it sucks. It always sucks that strategies, mess up someone's race. But yeah, it's racing. Anything can happen.
Yeah, it's all thanks to the invasion of the Ferrari pit strategy, thanks in 2018. Thank you very much, Ferrari. And Ivo has gone past Moratelli.
Moratelli? Yeah. Wow. Okay, so Moratelli. That's a bit of that's something I didn't expect. Okay, I thought that Ibobo would obviously overtake Neller, but that's just a nice breezing past move. Is it gonna go on the middle? No, it doesn't go exactly. It just covers off Mortelli to not make a move into T1. But yeah, I must say I didn't expect that. I didn't expect it at all.
We is obviously going to overtake Michael Clark in turn 1. Yeah, there's nothing that Michael Clark can do.
Oh boy, I gotta say, Sazonov, I feel sorry for. He had like an amazing comeback race till it just, that's it. It just like, it was like just a balloon that just, that didn't even pop. It just, there's just air was let out. That's all it was basically. It just, there was no pop, there was no noise. It just like. I can't make the noise because it's too juvenile to do it.
Otherwise, there's supposed to be a laughing gas in the commentary booth, so yeah.
That's true. Moratelli trying to re-overtake Ibobo. So Moratelli's not gonna give up this fight. He really wants to be in that top 5. You've seen the Mateusz Tevek push to the wall by Adam Wolf And he's gonna use up so much rubber. He does make the move. Nice move by Mateusz Tevek.
Yeah. Yeah, Turek is almost being pushed. He was directly on the line of the blue plate, on the blue paint as well.
Jesus, wow. There's a bit of
Almost on the blue paint.
Yeah, but that was a nice. That was not exactly Schumacher Barrichello, but actually no. Wait, this is dramatization, right? So yes, it was close to the wall. It was bloody. There was paint coming off the car. So yes, we need to get that in, basically.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we have Netflix cameras, John.
So Hamid is just at this rate, it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna come to fruition. But
it's not gonna go. Yeah.
But it's still solid pace. It's still a solid, some solid pace by Hamid. It's something you can always look forward to.
I'm actually surprised there's no mechanical failures yet because for most races there's barely any because this is a short track compared to a long track.
And actually remember these guys. They can't build another car, so these are the cars that have already been driven. These are not fresh out of the factory, but it's the fourth race, so I think that's nice. I gotta say, it gives the drivers a chance. So you're correct about that. But it's nice to see. So Bobo re-overtakes Mortelli. He's gonna set his sights on James Sturt, the Brit versus the Brit. So. A bit of a tea battle going on. Who can drink the most tea or eat the most scones? Actually, did you know there was a hot dog competition going on? Was it a week ago? So this is going to be a tea scone battle. I don't know. I don't know what you guys drink. Yes, exactly. Maybe it's going to come fruition, but Mortelli's still hanging in. That's the thing. Look, he's still in the slipstream range. Can Mortelli somehow fight back? This is going to be a nice. No, it doesn't look like it. No, it does look like it. Mortelli has nice slipstream. We see Neller come from this exact position, trying to make the move. Bobo's not gonna push. He's actually gonna be respectful to Mortelli, even though I've had a bit of battles and the race is closing. So Mortelli does retake P5. That's the fourth time fourth time that's happened. I can't get the actually figures right.
These two cannot get away with Carpe.
No, they can't. It's they're glued. Basically, they're glued to each other. But yes, Bobo. It's a thing. Bobo is smart. In this series, he's been solid. He's been experienced. He's always gotten points out of basically nowhere, nothing. He's always in the late race. In the late race stages, he's kind of nab the points. And just look at this. Look at Titkov's cockpit. He's just watching some Netflix. He's just I don't know. HBO, just something. I don't think he has a. Yeah, he's just chilling. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Hamid is just trying to the floor as much as possible just to get the car going.
Exactly. It's sometimes it's actually funny because I've been I've been a driver. I've been a race car driver. I've been sim racing, not actual race car driver. I'm not gonna go crazy, completely superlative myself there, but yes, it sucks when in the chat that the guy I saw streaming, who was right in front of me, and he's just drinking some Coke and chatting with the chat. It sucks once you know that you've pushed all you can, and this guy's just it's a normal series split race. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah. So Clark down to P20. So, boy, that is not something I would want. So Clark, actually, I gotta say he had some good preseason testing, but it just when it actually matters, it doesn't come from 4 laps to go in this race. 4 laps to go in this race. I did expect Sazano on the podium, but it just apparently I need to eat my words, put them on a plate, read the plate myself. I don't know. Yeah, so Adventure is gonna haggle Campana. Well, I can't really say, but look how many positions everybody's gained. Jesus Christ.
The most positions is Ibobo and Hamid. I didn't realize Hamid gained so many positions. Jesus.
Oh yeah, he qualified really low. Yeah, that's sometimes it happens. So what all his worth, Martinez still kind of making kind of an impact in the race by just making a nuisance to Xavier. And Sazanov's gonna go on the outside. We've seen him do this move a few times now, but it doesn't come to fruition. Mevchi is about, I think, about to nab his first podium of the season. I think, if I'm not
Yeah, it's
mistaken.
gonna be actually his first podium of the season, and it's about
Yeah.
it's about time. It's about damn time too as well because can he actually? He's actually gonna finally gonna. Mate.
So drivers, so the tires and the fuel is kind of, not the fuel, maybe, I don't know, not the fuel, but the tires are coming alive for the, actually it's where most of the heavy fuel runners are really suffering, as I said in the fifth lap. Maybe I actually picked lap 57, but it's just like 2 laps, it's basically where it doesn't actually, it won't matter other than if a tornado hits the track. I just don't think it's gonna mess up the grid that much.
Yeah.
Titkov, I gotta say, even if he just removed the body work, he would still basically, lead the race. If he just removed the body work, just side by side, and there's like a few marshals just, ripping the body work, just like zombies or whatever, he would still win the race. I gotta say that there's nothing that has actually stopped Titkov. Really, I gotta say, he's always taken the lead back. That's one thing to important. And on a really, as we saw, Wolf had a bit of a, horrible race. Wolf couldn't actually, do this. So Titkov, with all the heavy fuel, has done a really, really good job.
Yeah.
A few drivers, again, there's obviously other few drivers I can't exactly name, but just Titkov, one of the drivers that stands out, and obviously Hamid, also. And actually, Mefchi was like, was he in the in the top 10?
Also, I forgot to tell you, it's not Mevji, it's called FG.
FG. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I was always reading their first name, like the letter. So I was like putting them together. I don't know, but it sounds better, Mevchi. I don't know. I'm gonna call him Mevchi. I'm gonna call him. It's the final lap of the race. Mevchi is also on the podium, so I'm just gonna insist upon that. Titkov has lost the lead to Mackenzie, who is obviously just now, like, only trying to crack the top 8 really at this stage, and Titkov hasn't really fallen back to, I don't know, like to really bad places. He's had absolutely everything like thrown in front of him. He's kept V behind on heavy fuel. Remember that V was attacking him, and he just overtook immediately to not lose. And he's obviously led the most laps in this race. He's gonna come to the final turns to wave his own, possibly his flag, somewhat just to conquer all France here. Yes, and that's Maxim Titkov out of pole position. He's going to be the first driver who wins from pole position, and it's going to be at Dijon. Maxim Titkov is your race winner. Nice.
Yes, and also in second place is Hamid. And finally,
Mevchi.
And finally, MG is just going to his bad luck curse is finally broken after like 3 races.
Third, fourth, Boratelli fifth, Bobo 7. Sahin, I think it was 7th, Bobo 6th.
Sahin.
Yeah. So that's Parrish in 12th. Bit of a actually solid race by him. Venture 13th. And so, the triceps. What's happening? Oh, okay. So yes, and that's the race over. Had a bit of lag. I do apologize. I had a bit of lag there. So, what do you think of this race? Blake, what exactly do you think of this race?
The only way I can describe this race is just chaos. Well, yeah, it's chaos.
Yeah, it was really chaotic. But yes, let's just go through the race results. Maxim Titkov gets his first event of the season, and the first driver to, as we mentioned before, I may have mentioned before, driver to win from pole, Muhammad Usman Hamid in second. Miranevci, after really, I got to see he had some bad luck, third. James Stewart fourth. I don't think he's gotten his first point. I can't remember. Caio Mortelli fifth. Ebobo sixth after a solid, really, I don't think he started really far, a bit far back, as did Sahin. Will Neller in 8th, and he actually completes the points, top 8 or whatever. But Mateusz Turvik in 9th, Jay McKenzie and Adam Wolf complete 10th and 11th.
Will Parrish in P12, Daniel Venture in P13, Lee Capana in P14, P15, Kai Sheshnia in P15. This is not good news for the championship leader. Jared Fosbury in P16, Xavier Wheat in P17, and Darius Sazonov. Could have gone with a good strategy, but only P18. P19 was Nestor Martinez. P12, P20, Michael Clark. P20, and the two DNS are Bellanuvo and Pakazane. I'm tired.
Yes, and now we have to look at the fastest lap. And Mateusz Tervek, the pole, somehow does take the fastest lap, but we didn't see it like enough to. He was in P. I think it's P9. I think he did overtake Jim McKen. Oh no, Wolf. I do apologize. It was Wolf for P9, but it was enough to get a point. any kind of light in this race. So we do. Yeah, so international anthem. Yes. I was trying to. Oh, there won't be. There won't be. Why? Oh, yes. So, yes. As I said, as I previously mentioned, this. That kind of threw me off there completely. So yes. Yeah. So that ends this race. Be sure to join us at Silverstone. I gotta say, an absolutely lovely track. Be sure to join us. And I always ask this, Flo, when exactly is this? It's gonna be next weekend, so be sure to join us. As if the commentary wasn't your taste, or the racing is always gonna be either a cup of tea. Literally, it's gonna be a cup of tea. No other servings allowed.
Yeah.
So Blake, any closing comments for you?
I have no closing comments. All I gotta say is, MC Hamed, congratulations on your podium. That's all I gotta say about that. And I'll pop the champagne tonight.
Oh, okay. That's nice. So
I will not pop the champagne. Literally, it's just a joke.
Okay, that's okay. So you didn't have to be so defensive, but yes, thank you everybody who was watching. The name is Renz. My co-commentator was Blake, and we'll see you next week. See you guys.